At the end of the day, I'm Trump because my eyes open. I can see that he was doing a lot better than what we're going through right now. You can't even go to the grocery stores right now without making a life decision on what you want to get. You know, you gotta compromise. We don't have to go through that 4 years ago.
You know, just being able to just live on a day-to-day basis, it has become a little harder at this point in time.
Sometimes us as brothers, black brothers, we feel like the other is better than we are. We would, to me, that's that slavery mentality, that master is better, and that we want.
What did he say?
Well, hold on.
What's going on, guys? We got to talk about Fox News host Lawrence Jones going to a barbershop out in Detroit, okay? He's talking to black folks, okay, some black voters, and looks to me like they're supporting Trump, and they have their reasons. It's real simple. The cost of everything is too freaking high. This is a central theme that you're going to see over and over and over again, even for the people who believe the fake news narratives about Trump, which they shouldn't, but even if they do, it doesn't matter because the price of everything is too high and they don't like it. And one thing that they don't believe about the fake news is when they talk about how great the economy is. Meanwhile, they go to the store and they're like, well, hey, it don't seem like the economy is too great for me. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Harris visiting Detroit this week and rolling out a new agenda focused on garnering support from black men.
But the polls show Democratic support among black voters since 2020 is actually, as you can see right there, slipping.
So we decided to go to Detroit for our exclusive Barbershop Talk series to see what real Americans have to say. Let's take a look. As I always say, the barbershop is the center of everything in the community in Black America. So we start in Detroit, Michigan to figure out what the people are saying on the ground. Let's go. If the election were held today, who would win the election?
Kamala Harris. I think it's a coin flip at this time.
Who said they think Kamala's gonna? Look, I did not pre-watch, so I mean, look, some of these people might be a little bonkers, but let's see.
I really do.
Yeah, I think the country is so divided, you wouldn't have numbers like you have if the country weren't divided between the two candidates. It's pretty much 50-50.
I'm still in between myself.
Yeah.
There's a lot of decisions have to be made. Me being an entrepreneur and a father and a grandfather, I'm looking at what state my children will be in 10 years from now.
At the end of the day, I'm Trump because my eyes open. I can see that he was doing a lot better than what we're going through right now. You can't even go to the grocery stores right now without making a life decision on what you want to get. You know, you gotta compromise. We don't have to go through that 4 years ago.
You know, just being able to just live on a day-to-day basis, it has become a little harder at this point in time.
A little?
It's really hard to put our economic condition now on any particular administration.
In regards to the economy, I do think that Trump have some benefits as far as keeping our jobs right here. Right here in this country, not sending another job overseas. We're already going through enough crisis right here in our country, and I think the working class, we need more job security right here in this country.
Who thinks immigration-wise, Kamala Harris is better?
I don't have enough information.
You ought to slap yourself for asking that question. Slap yourself.
About that question.
That's fair. Who thinks Donald?
Man, I think this dude, whoever this dude is with the whatever type of shirt, look like he got some paint blotches all over his shirt. Whoever this dude is, Pee Wee Herman looking brother, like, yo, dude, you need to do some more damn research, because if you for a second think that the guy going around talking about we're gonna build a wall, look at what they're doing to our country, you think that guy for a second is not gonna be better on illegal immigration than the person who says we want illegal immigration to not be a criminal offense.
It is wrong to somehow suggest then an undocumented immigrant is a criminal. Being an undocumented immigrant is not a crime.
I know what a crime looks like. An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal. An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal. An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal.
An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal.
An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal.
We're not going to treat people who are undocumented across the border as criminals. That's correct.
Then you need to get your head examined. It's like you ain't seen no debates. You ain't seen no rallies. They're on TV every day. These people are on the radio. Like, there's freaking signs and posters. There's stuff being received in the mail, text messages. You ain't seen nothing. You don't have no information. Come on, bro.
Trump would be better for the border.
Let's face it. Individuals are coming into our country, not just illegal, but they're criminals.
The third issue is crime. Who do y'all feel like is the best candidate to handle crime in America?
Kamala Harris absolutely would be the best.
We have forgotten. The memory is so short right now. Was it not Vice President Harris who supported what?
Defund the police.
And more black men voted more black men voted for Donald Trump than any other Republican ever. So why is that? What is leading toward more support for him versus any other Republican?
My brother is a firm Donald Trump supporter.
There you go.
And some things that he always says to me is that some of his principles, as far as abortion, as far as same-sex marriage, as far as those things, those are a lot of the sticking points that draw a lot of our black men.
Sometimes us as brothers, black brothers, we feel like the other is better than we are. We would, to me, that's that slavery mentality, that master is better, and that we want to.
Well, hold on, Bishop. Are you saying that the brothers that
I come from a different generation?
I understand that. Are you saying that the brothers that subscribe to Donald Trump, that feel like he would be better, have a slave mentality?
Many of us do still have a slavery mentality. I'm voting for master.
You stupid idiot!
The problem is black people vote emotion.
I'm sorry, guys. This was just too stupid. You know who massa is? The Democrats. That's who massa is. The people who demand your vote. The people who don't want to earn it. Obama just cracked the whip on you fools. Do you not see the irony here? Obama just cracked the whip. Like, what the hell you think you're doing? I said get back to the Democrat plantation. That's what Obama just did. If you had all these other Republicans before who weren't getting voted for by black men, but then people now are saying, well, the economy sure seemed better and illegal immigration wasn't a problem. Why is it so damn hard to accept that? Why is that so hard? I don't get it. Why can't you listen to what people say instead of concocting these dumbass talking points? Oh, they want to vote for master. You idiot. This guy's stupid as hell. Defeat this talking point about the economy in the high ass prices. Defeat the border crisis talking point. Defeat the wars all over the damn world that were started under the Harris Biden administration talking point. Then talk to me about how people are voting for massa. You freaking idiot.
That's not smart. We need to vote. We need to educate ourselves first.
We got to stop this emotional, because that's what's wrong with the black race. We too emotional. I can't have a opinion without you being mad at me or something, or you upset when I say. We got to come together.
The presidency is not a person. It's an institution to be protected. Okay, and I think we need to get back to that, understanding the position, understanding what the intended job is. Okay, it's not Kamala Harris, it's not Joe Biden, it's not Donald Trump, right? It's the United States of America.
That was great. I want to
great.
go to that barbershop.
It was so much fun. As you can see, the tension got up at points of it, but it's an authentic conversation. And I left with 50% of them are going to vote for Donald Trump and 50% of them are going to be for Kamala Harris. Right. Still some undecided people in there as well, but the one consensus that you continue to hear is about the Trump economy, the Trump economy, the Trump economy. Sure. The other thing you hear, at least for some of the people that are going to vote for Kamala Harris, is that they want to be a part of the history of the first black woman being
Guys, we're not doing this history symbolism garbage, okay? We done with that. It's over with. The history, it would be the history of a lady who defrauded you and used your blackness, used the trauma of being a black person. There's a lot of black trauma passed down through generations. Levy that against you to secure a dub and win an election. That's called being a fool. It had nothing to do with no history. I can see it if it was like Michelle or something. Like, she's pretty indisputably a black woman. Kamala Harris is a complete fraud. This turned out being way more frustrating to watch than I thought it would be.
So there's a balance of economics versus history making going on.
Yeah, I think what mattered the most to them, it sounds like keeping jobs in America and paying for groceries at the grocery store for prices to go down so they would have more money to feed their families. And then the one guy said about Kamala Harris, I don't have enough information on her stance on immigration. Like, how much time do you have? Because we could inform you.
This guy, he didn't want to have enough information. That's what that is. He probably just tunes it out.
One of the brothers that was in the barbershop is a construction worker. Okay. And he goes, look, I don't want to give Donald Trump credit on this, but he goes, when I was in the construction industry, because of what was happening in the border, when he was cracking down on it, he goes, our wages went up because they weren't allowed to hire. They didn't have the illegals to hire. So he goes, I have to give him some credit on that because it did directly impact my job.
Well, why don't you want to give him credit for it, though? Because he just said he didn't want to give him credit initially. Why the hell not? If somebody does something right that's good, why don't you want to give credit for it if it directly impacts you financially? I'm confused. Like, imagine hating someone so much that you'd be willing to starve and you'd be willing to sacrifice yourself, like literally shoot yourself in the foot, or in some cases shoot yourself through the heart, because some people die. If you really starve for real, then you gonna die. So imagine you offing yourself because you just hate Donald Trump so much. Like, that is a level of mental gymnastics that I don't think I'll ever understand.
And I think that's what it's going to come down to as the race settles down. We're like almost like getting close to 2 weeks out. Then people are going to make decisions based on how it will impact their day-to-day lives.
Well, and the barbershop itself, I bet business is off from the heyday just because people don't have enough money to go and get a haircut, a shave, and they do a shoe shine there too, right?
That's 100% right. It's a traditional barbershop. Very respectful, though. Even though the conversation got heated sometimes, it was civil, and the people left hugging, dapping each other up, and went right back to work.
Okay. So you did.
Yeah, that's probably because it was men in that barber. It wasn't. You try that in a beauty in a beauty salon or something. It's probably not gonna go like that, bro. Guys, interesting conversation. I mean, I keep seeing all of these videos with these crazy mental gymnastics that people have, where they're like, well, they voting for Massa. Massa's better, apparently. Well, guess what? Whatever the hell you want to call him, he's sure as hell is better than this cackler, this cosplaying fake chameleon, Kamala Harris. Okay, like, this lady's a complete fraud. It has nothing. That guy who was speaking, I feel like anybody who was black, if they were a Democrat, he would support him. If you think that it's just about being black, then go ahead and vote Candace Owens up in there. Go ahead and vote Byron Donalds up in there. Go ahead and vote Wesley Hunt up in there. Like, it don't gotta just be the black Democrats, but these people, in their mind, they rationalize it to be like a race thing. But if you put a race on the black person or any person of color on the conservative side, then all of a sudden it's not about race anymore. Then all of a sudden there's some sort of race traitor. The people like that make me sick, but it also is a strong light of hope that people are seeing. The economics behind this is not supporting Harris. It's just not. And there was one dude earlier who tried to say you couldn't put all the economy on one administration. Foolishness. If Republicans were in office, you don't think that they would say it was the Republicans' fault? No, they absolutely be like, what the hell are you guys thinking? You got about to go on 4 years of Bidenomics. You can't handle 4 years of it getting worse. And these fools tried to fix it at the last minute. They didn't try to fix it the whole time. They tried to fix it at the last minute. Bear in mind, majority of the reason for this happening, the American Rescue Plan, Inflation Reduction Act, pumping trillions in the economy, ballooned inflation out of control, allegedly to fix it. Meanwhile, they just wanted to pass the Green New Scam and get rid of a bunch of oil and gas-based initiatives. It's all a fraud. The Democrats fake everything. Everything about them is fraudulent. That's why they're gonna lose, and that's why they need to lose. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
Nice to see you all. Big hands, strong guy.
Thank you for being here.
Nice to see you. So you're the owner?
My son is the owner. He's his father.
Oh, you did that very nice and easy, huh? Is he as good as you?
He's great.
Good. Nice to see you. Thank you very much.